Right guys, my name's Antony Cummins, welcome to this. I'm just finished a 2-week trip in Japan, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through my trip in Japan now, and I'll come back to you at the end. Right, I'm just at Yoshi's house. We just arrived at Japan. I just don't like being on video. But we're having sushi, and we're on chicken and egg. It's really nice. I've 16 months in sushi, I'm well happy.
Yeah, I see the tower. But I need to know. I don't know in Tokyo, but
Oh yeah,
Kyoto.
yeah. There you have the Eiffel Tower.
Right guys, we think that street is Koshu Kaido, which is like the road to Koshu, and what it was is it's meant to be the road that Tokugawa Ieyasu would escape from if it ever came under siege Tokyo, and Hattori Hanzo's residence is along it somewhere, or at least in this direction. So we're just double checking it now, but that technically was the old road for escape for the Tokugawa family if they ever came under threat, which is cool. Not 100% sure it's that road, but basically it's around here somewhere, one of the roads going off that way. They're just looking on Google Maps at the minute, but we're about to eat as well. So basically in one direction from here, this side, it should be one of these roads. Right, we finally worked it out. It's that one. It's this one that goes around and up there. Should be that one. We're all Google mapping it. Aren't we, ladies? So we're in Kabuki-cho, aren't we? I think, Yoshi? Kabuki-cho. So we're in Kabuki-cho, and we're off for dinner. So if you've not been to Tokyo, this is pretty much... Yoko-san's just been telling me it's the centre of Tokyo? Yeah. Very centre? So, not the political centre, but like the physical, geographical centre. But this, guys, is pretty much what Tokyo looks like at night. And that's we've just come from the business centre over there. And you can see the difference. There's the business, and then you change it, and it gets to like, we're in crazy Las Vegas town. How busy Tokyo is, which is literally walking for dinner. And you're in a queue at all points. Sorry, mate. He's in a rush. No, even what's refreshing is what's really refreshing here, guys, is when you come and I've lived here for a long time in the past, but basically you can't find your way around half the time, and then you think, God, you know, I'm useless. But then the Japanese get lost. The Japanese get lost quite often, actually. It's quite refreshing to watch them struggle with the directions, and they all struggle because it is really complicated, to be honest. It's a massive and interlocking streets, and the streets don't have names half the time. It's got numbers, and yeah, it's quite confusing. Hi. So there's Godzilla, guys, over the mountains. Godzilla, and that horrific noise behind me is this. Yes, entertainment in Japan. So at the minute we're eating and drinking beer. Well, Yoshi is anyway. If you've never been, guys, this is okonomiyaki. It's basically a hot plate that you burn and you cook your stuff on top. And you just cook your stuff on top. It's quite nice, actually. Traditionally the women are meant to cook it, but apparently we've moved into a new age where they don't do it. So and they've refused and made me cook it. But actually no, the guys cooked it over there and just threw it over. I've never had it cooked for me before. Normally you have to cook it yourself, but they seem to have a system here where they cook it and bring it over. Right, guys, we're on omu soba at the minute, which is is from omelette, and soba is noodles, basically. So noodles in an omelette, genius. On the bullet train, guys, but that's Fuji there. I know you can't really see it, but it's there, just in them clouds. Right, guys, I've got to a very small spa town. Well, I don't know how small it is, to be honest. It's basically not Tokyo, if you know what I mean. I'm just waiting for my next bus. and it's a beautiful place, but I'm coming back here tomorrow to the spa and beach. Well, I am literally in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if you can see how that is, but I've come to a really small sort of onsen town, spa town somewhere. I don't even know where I am. I just said Yoshi send me somewhere, and the monk suggested this place, so I've never even heard of this place before. And I have failed in my basic Shoninki understanding. It says get to your lodgings before dusk. You know, don't shelter under trees and all that if you look in the Shoninki. And it's clearly dusk, and I'm clearly not on my lodgings. So, failed on that one, guys. But it is absolutely beautiful here. Very beautiful. What's weird is you can actually smell the trees. Now, I know people can normally smell trees, but I mean, there's that many trees here, there's that much foliage, that the air is just thick with sort of like health. It is bizarre. I've never really smelled it like that, quite that powerful before. You're just randomly walking down the road and you're just breathing in like liquid life, if you know what I mean. It's really quite nice. Right, guys, I've arrived at the hotel. It's really nice. I forgot to take my phone downstairs, and we had a really nice Japanese meal, all fresh raw fish. Quite a big meal actually. It's really cheap here. I've come to she says I'm the first Westerner here. It's a spa town, so we'll have a bath. Apparently the water is from the spa, white rocks and snow in May. But basically it's really nice. Quick look around my room. It's very what you would class as a sort of 70s, hostel hotel thing, but it is really quite nice. Bit of study there tonight. It's really good studying sort of Natori's text in Wakayama stroke Kishu. It's really quite good. Guys, this is like the sleepiest town in the world. It's like the town that, time forgot. Like a bit of 1970s. It's nice, and everybody's very nice, but they're all looking at me like, who is this strange foreigner? A woman jogging the other day wouldn't even meet my eyes and sort of cross the road. But it's quite nice actually. When I first came to Japan in 2004, even in Tokyo, 2004, people were still a bit like, oh, gaijin. And the old people didn't come near you because usually they thought I was American. And when they found out I was English, they were like, oh, I started chatting. But they just hated the Americans, the old generation. But now, obviously, that generation has died out about 10 years ago. The last sort of remnants of it. So now, here I'm having that same feeling where people are like, oh my God, man from overlands. So, but it's quite nice actually. And as I think I said before, she's the first foreigner to have stayed there, which is quite nice. I'm going to put that on my list of pride. First foreigner to have stayed in a Japanese hotel. Alright guys, I'm trying to get down to the beach, but I found this cool little pathway. It's proper old school. But I'm in flip-flops with a heavy backpack. So it's a little bit precarious. I think I'm going down there. So if I don't carry on the video, you know why. Right, I've just come out the little path. So there's the path. And I've just come out to this beautiful place. It's always hard to explain this, but Japan still has that 1950s feel. When you look at old photographs of the 1950s, it's sort of like Japan still has that. Like, look at this, for example. It's got this sort of girder just going totally rotten. That's supporting a balcony. They've got it's like nowadays everything's covered in laminate or some sort of spray coated vinyl or something like that. Everything's very modern in the last 20 years. It's really been updated, but you still find that really old. Look at that dive area 373 in very sort of 50s-esque writing, and obviously it's all shut down. But you can see it probably used to be a spa, a decent holiday home. But yeah, it's just got that sort of you can't see it, but there's a swimming pool just there overlooking the sea, and it's very, very 2 generations ago, which is quaint. It's really quaint. You think, it's a bit like the past. But then there is just loads of rotten iron everywhere. You're just in England, you don't get that anymore. I remember as a kid, but now it's just all being pulled away and everything's being plastic wrapped and vinyl sprayed and whatever you want to call it. It's just quite refreshing to come back to like when I was a kid. I'm just randomly walking up different places. I think I've just seen a, yeah, I think I've seen a religious place. So I'm off to discover. For those who've not been to Japan, there's nothing cooler than finding these places. Just randomly come up on some religious, you know, building or tucked away. Obviously my kanji is nowhere near good enough to read that, so you know, that's where I lack here, is I just haven't learnt the language so well. But you know, I always just show it to Yoshi at the end and she tells me. Lazy, I know, but it's really difficult to... It's not, to be honest, it's a first world problem when you've got your own personal translator, 2 of them actually, and you think, oh, I can't be arsed learning that off looking at a dictionary. What does that say, Yoshi? Which, to be honest, is a bit of a curse, because when I first came to Japan, I was really studying hard and learning, and it was coming along, and then it just collapsed. So, but I don't have it today, so I'll just catch up later with it. You alright there, cat? The cat's alright, mate. Is the sort of temple cat. Alright, I'm coming. Right guys, I'm coming back. I've left the sort of religious trail. I've got to make sure I'm back at the train station on time. But that's the road to the train station through the mountains there. I'm at the harbour. It's really starting to rain now, so probably a best idea I get to the train station and get ready for my next stop. So this is what I tried to show you last night, guys, but it was too dark. Look at that for greenery. This is the road there. I've just literally tried to catch. It looked like the biggest buzzard you've ever seen. Just like there it is. Can you see it? Oh, it's just too dark against the green. But it's basically circling right now inside of that green. See if I can wait for it to go over the skyline. Go on, rise. No. Is it rising? Oh, it's just at the tip. There you go. There. You see it? It's awesome. From here, obviously, cameras never pick it up quite so well, but it is massive. This is what I mean, guys. Look, you can see right there. You know, you can find it always in English. It's mainly in Japanese, but it's right there. You know, it doesn't take much. And so you can read it on all in English, which is awesome, because my friend came in the 80s, early 90s, there was just no English, he said, anywhere. You had to pretty much get to know what it was. So, cool. So, you know, save them pennies and get to Japan. Right, I've just got to my hotel, and look at this for cool. So I'm in the hotel, just got to Shirahama Beach, and this welcome Antony of England. On the 2nd floor, there is your room, please come in. That's really nice, isn't it? They're pretty good, the Japanese, when they do this stuff. Host points. This for a wicked hotel, guys. It's really nice, isn't it? I think I can. No. I think this is my room, guys. They just said, welcome Antony, here's your room, but then there's like about 12 rooms up here. I don't know whose is who. So I just picked one with a single bed. So, see what they say. Cool. Here we are, guys. It's still raining, but I'm at the next. I've come up. I should have filmed getting the bus, actually. I forgot. But basically I've got the bus up to, I got the train then a bus. I'm at Shirahama Beach now, so I'm just going to have a quick nice. Apparently it's a very nice place, this, in the sunshine, and normally it's sunny around this time of year in Japan, just early May, getting up to early May, but basically I've hit the rainiest day in the world, and it's not season yet, so the beach is totally empty. Hi guys, right, I just wanted to say about 12 months ago I asked if people wanted to come to Japan and said, you know, start saving. I know Peter wanted to come, but he emailed me and said he might not be able to come this year, probably 2017. Jay Moss was going to come, but he's actually said he was at a wedding this weekend, so he couldn't get out of because it was a close family member. And I know Ben Morgan said he wanted to come, but obviously Ben Morgan is not as involved anymore. But so he was going to be here. But look at this beach, guys. What I want to say is, you know, we've had some interesting people come in here. Just get saving your pennies, Natori Ryu students, and we can have a wicked time on this beach. A day of, you know, chilling out, relaxing, and enjoying ourselves, eating hot dogs and all that malarkey, and then go and do some warfare. So I just hope it inspires you to come, guys, because, you know, this is not a private trip. You're more than welcome on this trip, and I would one day like this to be, imagine 50 of us here, all with Natori tops on, all, you know, enjoying our time together from all over the world, and we can show the Japanese that we're trying to support and continue their ancient warfare skills and their culture, which is of course very important to me. So let's get saving those pennies, chaps. Just found a small shrine. Right, I'm sat down for dinner, guys. So I'm having a minute like a lobster shrimp bar. So as you can see, we're definitely out of season. There's not a single soul here. But nice little Japanese table. Got my hot tea, and I'm about to get jiggy with the. Well, I always like to eat seafood near the sea because obviously they get it straight out of the sea. Can't be any fresher than that, can it? I have no idea how to eat this. Right now my father is watching this and he's thinking, you dirty bastard. But father, I'm going to eat that if I can, but I don't even know what it is, and I've never had one before. Jesus, it's weird. It's like some out of H.P. Lovecraft. It was not very nice. It was really not so nice, to be honest. Right, guys, it's a rainy day, but there's a famous, it's called like the, it's meant to be a full moon, so it's almost a circle, so it becomes a full moon. It's not quite from this angle, but I'm actually in a foot bath. This is spring water from the mountain that's hot. It's coming off, you can see it steaming, coming off the onsen basically, and I don't know if you can see that properly, the steam, and it's a nice little foot bath, so it's cool. You can hear that, guys. I don't know if you can hear it over the rain, but that's exactly what Shinobi and Monomi and Gungaku Mangas talk about, that sound. Yeah, that, it's weird, when I was walking coming up, it's like when they say, you know, insects and small creatures will make sounds, and humans passing through, they'll either get louder or sometimes they might go quiet, you know, there's different versions, but that's exactly the sound you're after. So since I've stood here, they're going mad. Before there was only a little bit, then it went silent, then I've walked closer, and now they're like literally just screaming at each other. So I don't know whether it's because I'm here, I'm not sure. But that's exactly what you're looking for when you're Togiki and you're a listening scout. That's what you're looking for. Right, guys, I'm not the sort of person that I don't like getting buses everywhere. So like when you're in London, I don't get the underground. And in Tokyo, I try to walk to different places. So I've basically walked to try and find it's either the silver or the gold temple, I'm not sure. I got one of those free info maps from the information centre, and I've just walked, obviously totally not incorrect, but I walked a phenomenal way around, so I ended up on Google Maps and I've just done about 4 or 5 miles, I think. Got here and it's closed, or I think this is the right one anyway. Basically, I've got my crappy old map, and that's it. So, but I've got all the way around it, and I've still got another 3 or 4 miles to get back to my hotel, I think, or at least 2 to 3. So I'll have to set off soon before it starts getting dark, but we're closed. Come in outside! Right. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? Look at that. Awesome. Awesome sauce. And there's the temple. I'll show you the map I've been using. So this was perfectly brand new about 4 or 5 hours ago, and now it is drenched. I'm trying to get to that, which this is. So the Golden Temple, but seems it's closed. So this map, basically what I did is I came from the beach, I came up here because I thought that would be quicker at the way in, but it turns out I thought there'd be like a mini side road into this or something. There wasn't, so I had to go all the way up here, down there, right the way around there, and then I've just turned into here. I honestly thought there'd be a small side track somewhere into it that way, like a back entrance or something, but there wasn't, so I went all this now, and I've got to walk all the way back. So cool, but nice. It was good. I just didn't get my phone out too much to film because I didn't get my phone out to film too much because it is hammering down, so not so good. Right, it's bedtime, chaps. It's I'm in the next hotel room. I'm trying to be quiet because I think there's some people next door in the paper thin walls. So I've just gone through Heike Jordan, taken some points down, and I pretty much filled that notebook with Shoninki and Heike Jordan. So try and get as many points out of it, or as many areas of studies that we can get. I'll make it into a document in the future. Cool, but I'm probably going to go off to bed now and get ready for having a bit of a 2-day break, but get ready for the 3 days of filming and all that sort of stuff. Right, it's Sunday morning, guys. Sunday morning, I don't even know what day it is, to be honest. It's the next morning, and I'm off to Wakayama to start 3 days of filming with the local government. I know I've been given some sort of position, I don't even know what it is, but some sort of responsibility inside the sort of framework. I think it's just an honorary thing, but it means I've got to go, like, you know, push Wakayama all over with you guys, basically, to make sure tourists come to Wakayama. So it's some sort of tourist thing I've got, but I'll find out more later. Right, guys, I've just arrived at Wakayama. It's a sort of semi-city, if you know what I mean. It's not like a proper city. It's in Japanese standards, but it's obviously not a town. It's quite big in that respect, but it's not exactly booming and bustling. But no, here we are, and I'm just waiting for Miyako to arrive, so I've got some prepping to do, and I'm going to go to a coffee shop. I'm in the car with Miyako. Hello, Miyako.
Hello.
And we're at Wakayama Castle. As you can see, we're in a taxi, and we're about to go. Let me see if I can zoom in. So we're about to go to the hotel and get our rooms sorted. I've just reached the temple, and it is hammering it down, so I've had to just basically get undercover. But Yamamoto-san's here, and Miyako are here, and I'm just about to iron my suit, and we're going to go meet the mayor, because it's cool. I love coming into this temple. It's awesome. Miyako is doing my ironing because she's a star. She does everything, Miyako. She's top. Look at the rain ramming down. Natori's buried there. Just see the top around there somewhere. I'll go out later. It's really cool here, to be honest, guys. I can't wait for you guys to come out and just experience this. It's awesome. Oh my god, he's bought. God, you've not. This is impressive. I mean, sorry, I'm speaking back to Miyako. He's bought a battle coat with Natori, with Shoninki, Kishu. I think that's Kishu Shino Ninjutsu. This is the sort of audience room, if you will, and this is where we sit and have meetings. That's the photo where I was sat there when it goes in the newspaper last time. It's been used this time as well. So old map of Kishu, Wakayama, sorry. Right, I'm all togged and suited now. I've got the old cuffs on. I don't know if you can see them from there. Everything's ready, just getting ready. Gifts for the mayor. We've got Yamamoto-san and Koizumi-san here discussing tactics. It is still hammering it down with rain. I mean, it's getting ridiculous now. We want to go. We're discussing with there's some Natori scrolls that I found a while ago, and we're trying to get the monk to go and find them. Look at his garden, by the way. It's very nice. Well, you can't. Shoninki mint. Sorry, ninja. Shoninki. J Moss came here. Right, we're in Yamamoto-san's car. And we're just met the Miyako creature about to go. So Yamamoto-san is kindly driving us to meet the mayor, and we'll have the meeting with him there. Basically, everybody is out. Everybody's meeting everybody now.
和歌山市にゆかりのある忍術伝書小人記の英訳版の著者でイングランド出身のアントニー・クミンズさんが今日和歌山市役所を訪れました。今日和歌山市役所の市長室にイングランド出身のアントニー・クミンズさんが訪れました。アントニー・クミンズさんは紀州藩の軍学指南役名取三十郎正純が記した軍学書で日本三大忍術伝書の一つ小人記の英訳版の著者です。日本の古文書を英訳出版する活動を続けていて忍者研究を中心に侍文化を世界に向けて発信しています。訪問を受け尾花正弘市長は忍術だけでなくいろいろな心の在り方を伝えてくれるもので現代に通じるものがある。これからも研究を深めてくださいと呼びかけました。これを受けクミンズさんが世界の中の忍者のイメージは正しいものではない。自分が発信人となって正確な忍者のイメージを世界に伝えていきたいと答えました。また今日はクミンズさんが和歌山市の観光情報を広く発信してもらおうという和歌山市観光発信人に委嘱され市の観光協会の会長を務める尾花市長から委嘱状と観光発信人の肩書きが入った名刺を受け取りました。なおクミンズさんは明日午後1時半から和歌山市の県立博物館で特別講演を行います。参加費は無料です。
Right, guys, I've just been to see the mayor. It was like a 30-minute ceremony. It was really cool, actually. Let me just stay there, Miyako. I've just been given this, which means I'm an official. In fact. So they gave me this certificate, and I am now official tourism promoter for Wakayama City. So official tourism promoter for Wakayama City, which is superb. So that's the first step in really trying to correct the history, the culture of the way culture is seen in the Western world. So it was very lots of people, lots of photographs, TV were there, and it was pretty impressive. This is the only building left that Natori's time. I haven't got long on the camera, but I'm nearly out of space. But this is the only building left that was built in Natori's time. So basically, this is the Natori. He's beat us to it. Yamamoto-san's beat us to it, so we're trying to do the family tree. Right, guys, we're doing the this is the lineage chart for the grandmasters because the Bugei Ryuha Daijiten got it wrong. They went down this list and they shouldn't have done. They went down this list. So Yamamoto's gone back to the originals, and we did as well separately, and we've both come up with exactly the same list, which is mint. So I have actually got a new list for the grandmasters, and it's coming out in a later edition of the Shoninki. Right, guys, for all those people who wonder where we get the information from, Yamamoto has done the most outstanding year's research. Obviously, we'll try and get it to you guys as soon as we can, but this is going to be like a 10-20 year research project. And we've got, as you can see, the family tree. He's got the maps of everything. It is absolutely phenomenal. He's got pictures of the old shrine and temple that's around the area. And we've got Natori documents over there. There's lots and lots to come, chaps. Shinosaka. Alright guys, this is an izakaya. Basically it's a bar restaurant type job. You press the ping pong button there. We've got grapefruit sour here. And this is basically in some sort of shopping centre. And we're just eating raw fish, which is nice. It's the day has finished now. It took forever, but we were at what a mint day today. Yesterday was difficult, but today was mint. We're in Hime. Me and Miyako are in Himeji, and we're off to see the castle. It is blinding morning. I got burnt to death yesterday walking around Wakayama Castle. So I've got like factor 9 million on today, and a weird ninja scarf I was given. That's what makes me look like Spider-Man. Morning crow. Japan. If you've ever lived in Japan, guys, you just always love the sound of crows cawing. It's awesome. Right, just coming up to the castle now. Zoom in for you guys. Boom, boom, and all that malarkey. And there's the gate. Oh, it's a bit dark there, guys. Look at the awesomeness. It don't really come out on video, guys, but this is huge. It is massive. This is what happens when you go. This is what happens when you actually go to Himeji Castle on Golden Week, or in Golden Week, I should say. You see there, guys? Those are used to drop rocks down of. What are you doing, Michael? Those are used to drop rocks down there to stop people climbing up. You go see, guys. You can see arrow ports, gun port, arrow port. Like that, gun port, arrow port. The longer ones are for arrows normally. Oh, I'm in the wrong queue. I've lost the Miyako. We're coming through. As you can see, you've got to curve up to fight. Obviously that's why it's designed, and you've got your killing zones here, killing zone there, and you obviously I don't know if they traditionally can be opened. I think they can. And here's the inside. You sit down and shoot from those. Yes, have you noticed there? Gun ports. I'm not sure about the arrow slit. What your position is, probably crouched, but you possibly sit cross-legged for these and shoot out. Coming up another set. You go around again to the right and get shot at here. Get shot at from there. That's two ways, and then you're in an absolute death zone here if you get this far. Just coming up to the second enclosure, I think, and that is a sun. You're in basically an absolute killing zone here. You are going to get mauled to death. Sorry, look at it. Boom. Up there, from there. And that is a pretty impressive iron-bound gate. Every martial artist's dream, it's a weapons rack. How mint is that? Imagine all the weapons up and down there. Look at this seated window. Just got back to the hotel, guys. I'm now in Tokyo. It was a bloody long train journey. I had that Japanese pass with me. I was trying out the 2-week Japanese pass that you get, because I've never been able to get one before, because I've always been here for 6 months, so or 3 months. So it was alright, but basically you can't get the fast Shinkansen, so you have to get the slow Shinkansen. It's like the slow boat to China. It was like 4 hours from Osaka to Tokyo. So, but I'm back here now. I'm about to get a bath, and I should be meeting Daniel soon. So hopefully when you guys come out here, we'll all come out together at the same time. So I've just lost my phone last night. I was in the car, in the train, and lost my phone. It fell out of my pocket basically. It fell out of my side pocket. I had local pockets on like an idiot. And I've been picking up my phone all week because of that. But last night I was chatting to a friend who had just arrived, so I totally didn't check when I stood up. But lovely in Japan. It's amazing in Japan. One of the best things about Japan is the honesty of the people. They will literally not steal anything. Phone straight away. Lost property. There it was. I knew it'd be there. To be honest, I wasn't that worried. I knew it'd be there. But there we go. It's gone and got it. Showed my passport. All sorted. So, mint, guys. Basically, back to the fucking hotel. Just waited about 2 hours through not checking when I stood up. Making a YouTube vid. Sat in the park. I don't need to say that. Sat in the park with Steve at the minute, and we're with Takanashi Sensei and one of his students with Daniel, and we're discussing Inyo step from Gorin no Sho. My phone has just said AE and AF locked. No idea what that means. Yeah, he is locking them. Okay. Right. Oh, near!
You have a talent.
What's the name, sorry?
This name is Tosenkyo.
Tosenkyo. Right, you ready, Dan? You got one fucking chance. Oh! Right, we're in the car and it is literally the Budo wagon. It's a bit dark, but Takanashi-san has got basically loads of weapons at the top. And he's got a back full of Chinese swords, Japanese swords, guns, knives, Rambo desu.
No, Rambo. Rambo.
Rambo desu ka?
No.
Nande?
I'm
Peaceful.
peaceful.
Bullshit. Right at the minute we're having an interview with Hidden magazine. So not for me though, but I'm trying to get in there. This is for Daniel. Right, Takanashi Sensei has organised this seminar. We've got a Hidden magazine there. And we've got Daniel's the main instructor. He's the man. And we've got Steve over there. And these is basically everybody. And we're going to be doing sort of like combat drills with guns and weapons, knives, etc. Right, basically he's got them on knife techniques. And they're going through. They're a nice bunch of lads actually. I think there's a couple of girls as well. So we're just going around now, having a quick gander at what people are doing. It's gun time soon. We're all going for dinner now, chaps. It's dinner time. No. Cheers, everyone! Cheers! Cheers! Yeah. Oh, let's cheer, don't you? Right, guys, I'm actually at Ayase Station. It's what's weird is I first came to Japan in 2004, and I worked here for a year on this line. This is the Chiyoda Joban line, and it's like bringing back loads of memories of working in Japan for that first year, which was a nightmare. Obviously being in Japan was awesome, but working in Japan is another matter entirely. It's more like slavery than work, but it was really annoying. But of course it was my first introduction to Japan, so it was a very awesome time in my life. But we're now 12 years on, so that was 2004, it's now 2016. We're about 10 or so books, I can't remember anymore, into the project, and back in Japan, same line, same buildings, everything. So you know, it's all coming back round. It's nice. Last night we finished the seminar with Takanashi-san, and I'm feeling a bit sore this morning, and it's a case of I'm going to Asakusa now to try and buy some Sagio cords for the swords. Right guys, I'm in Asakusa. I've just got to, it's a very famous sort of like thingy town, but there's a decent sword shop here, and I've just bought this new handguard. However, I have to drill the 2 holes for it, and I'm useless at DIY, so I'm going to have to try and bribe someone to do it for me. It was about 150 quid, maybe $300. So, you know, I've tried in England to get a decent one, but it was pretty difficult just to get it on its own. So I've gone for getting it in Japan. I keep saying I'm going to get it. I was going to get it the last few times. Then on top of that, guys, I bought a new Sagio, Natori colours. So that should be quite good. But then most people miss this shop. That's from a different shop, the one I've just shown you. But there's a shop here in Asakusa where if you come beyond the temple and beyond the tourism, you get to this shop, which has some decent armour in it. If you can see, it's a sort of, I don't know if I'm allowed to film in there, to be honest. I always feel a bit nervous going in this shop because everything is phenomenally expensive, and they just look at you like, yeah mate, no, get out. Do you know what I mean? Because it's that expensive. But let me see if I can get a quick snatch of the thingy for your internals. Yeah guys, so basically, oh, that's handsome me. Right, it's hard to see obviously because I know you're looking at me instead of the armour. No, I'm joking. I know you're looking at the reflect. No, I can't see it guys. But basically in there, most swords are about $8,000, $9,000. That's about $5 grand, call it in English cash. And there was one set of armour in there for $50,000. So about 30 grand I think in English quid. So it's not a cheap shop, you know, one doesn't buy in there every day. I've come to Ayase Budokan and just having a quick wander around at the old martial arts. I always think sparring like this shows the reality of how easily you would die. So like everybody here wins points, it's great, and they're all having a good time, which I really, really like. It shows that every time that's one person lost the point there, right there, bang, dead, the end. That's it. So I think my point is when you go into sparring, guys, remember that once you've been tapped like that on the back of the neck with the blade that long, you're a dead person. That's the end of your life. So, you know, try and put that into your training as well. There you go, guys, just for those people who think that you can't say us in Japan, you can. There's a t-shirt sold by the Japanese for the word in a dojo. So, you know, it can be said. I agree, you shouldn't say it, but that's an example of it's not really a bad word, or nobody really cares about it that much. Okay, I'm at the Budokan. I just had a look round. basically see what's going on. If you don't know, that's Ayase, and so it's night time. I came and so it's Tuesday night. I've come to the Budokan and I've had a look round, see what's going on. There's not many classes on, to be honest. There's a Systema class, for God's sake, a sort of semi-aikido stroke judo class. It didn't look like either, so I'm not sure what it was. But like a mixture of both. And then there was some archers shooting on the range. That was quite nice. Apart from that, not really much going on in there. I remember I used to come here on a Tuesday night in 2004, 2005, and it was rammed to the gunnels. It was. Is that a sign that MMA has destroyed Japanese Budo? What do you think? Considering 50% of the people there were studying non-Japanese things. I'm not sure. Basically, guys, I've just done that video, but I'm with Dan and Steve at the minute, and we think we've got Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu there, Systema there, and then the random guys here. Right, it is about 10 o'clock at night. We've just been drinking in the bars, in a Japanese bar over there, the Grapes, and we're going to Sensei Yonimoto's dojo for snake poison drinks. I'm basically going to drink powdered snake poison and Chinese medicine from a cabinet. So, you know, I've got to experience these things once. So, if this phone is found, I'm a dead body. Well, I've got nothing to say to anyone. Right, we've come to Yonimoto Sensei's dojo. And it's about 10 past 10. And this is pretty much a traditional karate dojo. And what was it, Daniel? Those people who say you don't drink in a Japanese dojo.
Yeah, you never drink in Japanese dojo and you never eat in Japanese dojo.
Utter rubbish.
Said by people who've never been to a Japanese dojo.
So basically, Japan is based on alcohol consumption. If you've ever been to Japan, it's lots of drinking. So we're just about to have a nightcap and some drinks. Oh, there you go, Japanese dojo.
Food, call it drink.
Yep, for those people who don't agree.
Red pereira's leaf, and so it makes called red. Umeboshi.
Ah,
これはね、これは that plum, 梅干しプラムね、the Chinese plum。それにonly ね、what liquor, vodka, kind of vodka, and then little.
sorry, one more time, Stephen. I missed it on the old video.
That one's quite strong. That's quite strong. That one.
Steve's getting quite a lot, to be honest. He's been kind on me. I'm not having much. I don't think I could stomach much, to be honest, without me dying.
I'm struggling with the...
Yeah, Mr. Tennant, the only reason you get away with this is because you said you've been through it all, but you might not be done. He says no to everything.
I've been through it all. I've got the pictures to prove it.
What grade is?
Cherry.
Ah, cherries.
Cherry.
You know, 6 pounds.
6 pounds.
He was offered semi-final. Shit has rain.
So we're just discussing, like, as the if you don't know, it's basically people say you don't drink in dojos, and this is a traditional dojo, and it's definitely drinking. Right,
Strong.
we're in Yonimoto Sensei's dojo, and if you can have a look at these, we've got some sort of like concoctions,
Shochu.
different concoctions of Sensei's Kampo Chinese medicine, Sensei.
No, this not medicine.
Just
But
pick
you know, in your ways, wine no big difference.
Right.
Yeah, I put in the Japanese shochu, white liquor. White liquor is like vodka, not so strong, and put in there.
Right.
And sweet, maybe two or 3 years.
3 years. Are you ready? That is horrible. That is so strong. Let's not do any more. Cheers, mate.
The person, if you go ceremonyに対しては before you use it, ね、だから こうやって来る人には来たねこうで挨拶はね打ち出すものには仕掛けて打つところを貸すでね If I do this bang you come 打つと出すタイムはい次はねそれを知る者には我が打ちを見せてそれを打つところを勝つで Who knows both ね、はい、ねだからするとねそれをね You maybe use it that's the time で If you don't show you're not attack If I show
ちょっと遅いですか？
そうさす
はいはい、わかりました。
So you come だからねThere is only three ね
名前はもう一度言ってください。
これね兵法の習いいろいろあるといえども別に用いる兵法にはmany but 野球生 he used only three、
はい
ね、打ち出すところを勝つだから when you this that's the time you use that's the time ね、
はい、
でセカンドは打ち出すものには仕掛けて打つところを勝つから、ね、打ち出さぬものに、ね、if you don't use it so I do poem so whether you come
はい、
that's the time not you know hit fight against だから I で仕掛けるそうだからファイト仕掛ける時は勝つね and 最後にYou know both. ね、
はい、
You know both. そういう時には、ね、でこうしてると、You hit me. First I shot. I will to hit.
はいはい。
So you come.
はいはいはい。
Only three. Very difficult. Very deep one.
It is 5:55 in the morning. And I am, this is why it's dead easy to get up at dawn in Japan, because it's really, really sunny all the time. But I'm at the station now. I didn't film yesterday because it was I was a bit fed up, to be honest. I had a long day, long travel. So I just came back to Yoshi's early, got some food, relaxed, got in bed by about 8 o'clock. Just needed some sleep. I was pretty much worn out then. Well, I don't think this is my bus anyway. Mine's at 6:20, but we're getting limousines to the airport. But they're good, these limousine systems. It stops pretty much now, right outside Yoshi's house. Well, not right outside, but the station near us, and takes you right to the airport. That's pretty damn good. But I'll film at the airport and then we should be done. This is how soft the Japanese are. It does my nutting. They're having a fight, right? These are the guys who stayed up all night because they've been working in like hostess bars. Guys having a cry. And they've been shouting at each other for about 15 minutes. And that's it. They just shout at each other. The coppers are there. Sort of like, in England, they'd be battered now. The coppers would be all over that. Here we go. Look at them, watching them shout at each other. Those coppers in England would have dragged them apart and toasted them lot. Look. Not him. Just get it over and done with. He's been shouting for like 15 minutes. Crack on with it. Heika Jodan, here we go. Perfect Heika Jodan moment. It says lower class people never want to fight. They're waiting for people to break them up. Samurai will just kill. Those guys are just waiting for people to break them up. Go on, kick him in. You're gonna fight, get on with it. Stop being a fairy. You always think you're gonna watch one in Japan and then they always back off. Coppers have got guns and everything. I'm at the airport now. Apparently that's what a ninja looks like. Same as that one there. One day guys, we'll change that. So we're homeward bound guys. interesting 2 weeks, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? What do you think? Ups and downs, good bits, bad bits. I don't like to say too much online, but basically I'm still not impressed with the Japanese. I still think they make it more difficult than they make it easy. So, you know, when the way is open for them, they just really make it quite difficult. For those who think Japanese old men are masters and all that, they're just basically pissheads. Some are great, you know, martial artists, and some are great, but I don't think they go that deep, to be honest. I really don't think they study that much. They study hand-to-hand combat a lot, and they study the swordsmanship a lot, but actual gungaku, you know, most of them are just stuck after a few sentences. They're like, oh, I'm not sure. So even the stuff you guys know, really, you know, they probably don't. Right, that's it guys, we're finished. I can't speak too loud because I'm in a coffee shop in the middle of the airport, so tell me what you think, tell me if you enjoyed it and all that, and basically can I get to see some of you guys coming out here doing it next time? Hopefully see you in 2017, chaps. See you later.